It is my time for the prediction of the electoral map. I want to start very at the top and just say this. I have much less confidence in this one than I did the last one where I correctly called every state in the Electoral College. So with the caveats out there, let's put it up there on the screen. So this is going to be a little bit of a contrarian map.
Welcome
and I'm going
to Pegasus versus the World, where we take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel.
City boy! City boy!
All right, you guys, man, it's election time. This channel's not too political, but it's a trending topic. Look, tomorrow, I'm recording this on Monday. When this releases, it's election day. So right now, it's election day. This came out before. I like this guy's breaking points. That's why I'm pulling this. I'm not pulling like, you know, the Young Turks or Tim Pool or Crowder or Destiny. Like, I feel like breaking points. If you didn't know, it's like a news channel, independent news channel, and they have a good balance. Sagar, that's how you say his name, kind of leans a little bit right, and Crystal definitely leans left. And it's cool to see both of their point of views, blah, blah, blah. So if you're not into politics, get off this video. Don't watch the video and get all mad in the comments, but you can get in the comments and be mad if you like that. You know, just some of y'all be acting kind of funky on these channels. Like, I'm gonna unfollow you, Pegasus. My unfollow is gonna ruin your life, bro. I'm like, calm down, homie. We're just talking about a trending topic. Yeah, the election in America is a trending topic, you guys, for a lot of people. Anyway, I have a popular reaction channel, music reaction channel. It's at Black Pegasus Raps. That's RAPS. If you'd like to check that out, I'm going to link it in the description. Also, me and Don finally started our 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast, where we're going to take on a lot of trending topics in a quirky way and also try to start a game show. So, yeah, I'm going to link both of those if you want to support it right now. We're going to check some of this out. I honestly just want to have a conversation with some of the things I see going on, some of the alignments happening with both parties. I'm not ever here to tell you who to vote for. I will go as far as saying, yeah, you should vote, like especially if you pay taxes, take part in the system you're paying taxes in. But I don't care who you vote for. Do what you got to do. I have my own opinions on obvious and who I'm going to vote for. Sometimes I've said that on this channel before. But I don't need to just push that. Like, I'm not here trying to influence people to lean a certain direction. Because at this point, you should have enough information to make the right decision for yourself. So all these last minute influencers and local rappers and national rappers trying to tell you, go out and vote this color, to me is crazy. It's crazy, but that's the way the world works. Let's see what Sagar is saying, and let's talk about this. Who do you guys think is going to win? Tap in. Today's the day. It's Tuesday, election day the 5th, and guess what? I'm leaving the country on the 7th. 2 days. So hopefully we know who the president is by then, but getting the F out of here. And not because one candidate's going to win or the other, because I was supposed to go to Thailand in February of 2020. Y'all remember 2020? Yeah, that trip got canceled. 4 years later, here I am, finally going to Thailand. I'll document it on this channel. Let's see what he's saying.
Walk you through all of my thinking. So in terms of the swing states, and let's keep it up there so I can just read from it, I've got at the top line Donald Trump winning the election with 271 electoral votes, literally just one over what he needs to win, 267 there for Kamala Harris. In terms of the swings, I've got Wisconsin and Michigan going blue for Kamala. I've got Pennsylvania going red. I've got North Carolina going blue. And then I've got Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada all going red, which gives them exactly 271 electoral votes. So let's get to some of my thinking.
It's funny because my vote really, I hate to say this, but it's true. It doesn't matter because Colorado is not going purple. It's blue. It's blue, and everyone votes blue out here, da-da-da-da. And so I'm just like, does my vote really matter? It's just going to be blue. Even if I voted blue, it's still going to be blue. If I voted red, it's still going to be voted red. I still vote, though, because I pay taxes more than a lot of UMFers. So it's just unfortunate that people like myself, our voice isn't heard when you're like, yeah, I don't want to pay taxes for these wars anymore. No, that's whack. Fix these roads. Fix these schools. Let's build up, let's build a community center, a boys and girls club. Yeah, I'd like to use my taxes for that. No, send it to Ukraine. It's crazy.
and why. First, the Iowa Seltzer poll had a big impact on my thinking, but not necessarily in a Kamala landslide way. It made me check my assumptions in terms of the blue wall. Can we put the next tear sheet up, please, on the screen? Here's a key line from Nate Silver and how you should think about the Iowa poll for the rest of the states. Quote, Iowa is far redder than the other blue wall states. In our 40,000 simulations in cases where Harris won Iowa, her average...
So not trying to cut this too short, but it looks like he's predicting Trump is going to win by 271. And what did he say? Kamala by, what does that leave? 267, I believe, something like that, which is interesting. I'm going to kind of scroll. This is a 12-minute video. We ain't watching 12 minutes of that on here because I honestly just want you guys to tap in. It's election day. We should talk about it, especially if you're American. Now, American politics affect people all over the world, so I like people tapping in. Sometimes I get a little bombastic when people who aren't from here tap in with takes that are different than mine, but their opinions are still valid. And from the outsider looking in, you know, it is what it is. But again, I always freak out because I am a taxpayer and I'm in a crazy tax bracket. So like, I'm just like, bro, like I want to be heard I want some representation at some point. And I don't get that representation being in Colorado because yeah, I don't lean for a lot of the nonsense that's going on in the current state of America.
Margin of victory or defeat in Wisconsin was 6.7, in Michigan was 5.9, and in Pennsylvania was 3.8. If this direction was because of polling response bias and there was overperformance amongst Dems. So if Nate Cohn is flagging that in a poll of Pennsylvania, which they have tied, that they have a non-response bias there for Democrats, I think that underestimates Donald Trump's strength, and that means he could win that state. Now we'll continue in the map. Let's put the next one, please, up on the screen. That shows you exactly what I was talking about, where they have, if you factor in non-response bias, you have basically Harris and Trump tied in Pennsylvania and in Michigan. I'm giving Harris Michigan just because of that Iowa poll. But in Pennsylvania, I think with a distinct enough population, Trump can pull it out either thin or, frankly, he could even win a little bit bigger than the...
You know what's interesting is organically the optics feel like Trump is supposed to win and is going to win. Will he? I do not know because we saw how 2020 played out. I never in a million years would have believed 81 million people would have voted for weekend at Biden's, but they did. Or maybe they did. That's to be determined, isn't it now? Okay, take the tinfoil hat off. So he gets more votes than Obama and wins landslide. Oh, really? Okay. So Biden gets in. They sold us. I knew he wasn't cognitively available to really, be the leader of this country, but they sold us. Oh, he's there. And then all of a sudden now he's not there. No, 4 years later, no, he's not fit to run. Don't select Kamala. So here we are. It seems like there is a sincere excitement behind Trump. Also his alignments. Now, I'm not telling you which way to go, but I want to talk about this. Recently, the people that Kamala Harris has aligned with, because she's like bipartisan, meaning, like, oh, I'm going to rock with Republicans. We're going to work together for this nation. She's aligning with Dick Cheney and Liz Cheney. Oh, Dick Cheney, the warmonger? Interesting. Okay. And me personally, I want to get away from wars. Oh, shit. Okay. That's who Kamala's aligning with. Trump is aligned with Elon Musk, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., Tulsi Gabbard, which all are Democrats, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s VP, and then there's word that Robert F. Kennedy's going to bring in Ron Paul. Ron Paul's the GOAT. I don't care what any of y'all say. That's more like my style of politics, right? All this other stuff is just hearsay. But seeing Trump get aligned, I'm like, bruh, they really are making the political Avengers. That's crazy. So I don't know. It's interesting, but it does seem like the true organic excitement is behind Trump. And give him his kudos, man. Give him his props, because he's been touring and doing these rallies like a rock star for 4 years straight. Since 2020, he's been nonstop. Do you know how much tenacity and energy that takes? At 70 years plus, man, that's insanity. So yeah, man, he's hungry. He's a winner, man, but doesn't mean he's going to win this one. We will see. Who do you think is going to win?
The rest. And if we continue down, let's go to the next element, please. What we'll find is Arizona has had a pretty significant response in terms of John Ralston from his early voting blog. This one, I'm a little bit less confident about, I'll be honest, but there has been significant overperformance for Republicans in Clark County. in Nevada, unless there's some major movement in Clark County in Nevada, which does not see huge Democratic performance on election day tomorrow specifically, John Ralston and other watchers of Nevada are pretty confident that there's a major GOP upset happening there. The only way that I'm wrong here is, again, because of abortion and also because of the independent vote specifically, which is categorized as other, disproportionately skews younger. And if that all goes disproportionately Democrat, then the Republicans are going to have a problem. But right now they're up by, I think it's like 40,000 votes or so in terms of the last time that I looked at it. And people in Nevada, Republicans and others, pretty
This reminds me, in 2020, a lot of people couldn't go vote in person. They were doing lockdowns. They were doing all this crazy stuff. So hopefully we can dodge these theories of like these midnight mail-in ballots in places that, because like Colorado, we do mail-in ballots. They have a good system. I somewhat believe in it, but you saw the Secretary of State of Colorado leaked all this information. Like, there's just nonsense in politics in general. It's never 100% fraudulent free, right? So if it just takes minor things to skew certain margins, who knows? But we're in a unique place. And I don't know, for some reason, seeing that just reminded me how much shenanigans was going on because of the whole pandemic issue in 2020.
Confident that they're going to win that state. It would make sense too in terms of the Latino realignment and others. So that's white female overperformance, just like you said in Iowa, abortion style upset, and if you see black turnout, that skyrockets on election day. So I have lower confidence in this map, but in this scenario, Donald Trump wins. It'll be narrow, 271, 267, but that's what I've got, Crystal.
Very interesting. I mean, I don't find any of that implausible.
Yeah.
I think it's all perfectly plausible.
Yeah.
What I find almost the most interesting is, in this scenario, you basically accept where the polls are, that it really is like this very narrow.
It's so weird, you guys. If you're in America and if you were talking on the ground, you see all these people who are like, because I know some people who are extreme blue who are flipping red because of the chaos in America. But then again, I know some hardcore blue people, especially in the rap world. Almost every rapper I know is blue, right? So I'm seeing them all post, go vote for this person. But the energy seems like it's on Trump's side. And the fact that this is so close baffles me. But again, I think the disdain and the hatred for Trump, when I see the people melt down in my comments, I'm like, oh, there's actually people who really are triggered by this guy. Because I just don't get triggered that easily. Like, I should be triggered by Biden, Harris. Like, I'll talk shit. But I'm like, bro, what are we doing, man? It just is what it is, right? It's interesting. It seems like organically, and the energy in the room is leading towards Trump. It seems like a lot of people want him to win. I just can't believe it's this close. I can't believe a candidate like Kamala. I just can't believe the left would prop someone like her up. Like, when you look into her history, her resume, it's just like Obama is understandable. We knew how he was a freight train. She's not Obama. And the fact she's keeping up with Trump and his personality is just, it doesn't make sense visibly. But I guess we're about to find out today, aren't we? Well, hopefully today. Now we're in the new normal, is you don't find out who wins the night of the frickin' presidential election. That's the new normal since 2020, you guys. America's fallen. But hey, let's see if we can get some traction back and have a good next 4 years, regardless of who the candidate is. But I do have my own opinions on who is the better candidate. Yeah, baby, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. I will be releasing content while I'm in Thailand. I pre-recorded some comedy reactions. I'm going to document my trip to Thailand. So I'm going to be uploading. So you're still going to see my ass, even though I'm going to be out of the country.
City boy, city boy.